Welcome back to Houston Life. It is finally time to pop a few tabs and toast to some local favorites because our resident beer guru, James Simpson from What's on Tap Radio, is back.
Yeah, so today he has brought us a hand-picked flight of award-winning Texas brews, fresh from the World Beer Cup, also known the Beer Olympics. James, your show, What's on Tap Radio, Sundays, 3 to 5 p.m. It's been 12 years?
12 years, yeah. Can you believe that?
Congrats.
Given somebody to have a beer with for over 12 years.
Well, and remember our conversation off the top of today's show about doing the morning announcements in school. When you were in 5th grade,
I did.
You did the morning announcements.
Yep.
Now you have a daughter who's in 5th grade also doing the morning announcements.
Yep. Like daughter, like son.
Legendary.
Like daughter, like father, I guess. Yes.
That is so good.
I know, it's pretty cool. Like I had a father-like moments like,
So you knew from a young age you wanted to yap too.
Yeah, so my grandfather worked in radio, so I just kind of followed in his footsteps. And yeah, maybe, well, hopefully not. You know, maybe she'll be successful elsewhere. But.
You two.
She's going to be great.
Yeah,
You two can talk
She has
about beer on the
broadcasting in her
radio.
genes, so yes.
So
I'm very, yeah, it's very exciting for a father.
So let's talk about this World Beer
Yes.
Cup because it
Yes.
it goes down in Indianapolis.
Well, this year was in Indianapolis. It moves around each year. But I don't really want to put this in perspective because viewers might think, oh, big deal, what they won some awards. But this is the World Beer Cup, the Olympics of beer. 49 nations entered this, over 8,300 beers judged. And for Texas to pick up 13 medals, that's huge.
Wow.
Wait,
huge.
hold on. 49 different countries?
Yeah, so you're talking Germany, Belgium, Czech Republic, Mexico, Japan.
And Germany and Belgium, I mean, these are countries known
producing
for
beer
having
countries.
great beer.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah. And so for Texas alone, just to pick up 13 medals is massive.
That is so
especially
cool.
when one picked up back-to-back
Golds.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about
And
that.
so when you say back-to-back gold medals, then there are different categories, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
much like the Olympics, where you have like the downhill or whatever, there are different categories where you can medal.
Right.
So we brought home 12 different medals in all kinds of
And
categories.
all sorts of categories. But yeah, but it's never been done before. History's been made. And so,
Okay.
especially for a Houston brewery,
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a very big deal. So very excited to be bringing that to the table.
You're the expert, so
Okay.
we're so happy that you're going to walk us through this. Where are we going to start?
All right, we're
Because
going to
I see
start
like-
with Equal Parts. So they picked up a silver for their Pilsner Rešov.
Okay.
Now, I have to apologize because you're not getting its full experience. You have to go to the brewery to get the full experience because they have what they call a LUKR tap.
Okay.
And so what they do is they put the tap, they submerge the tap into the beer. Yeah, and then they pour the beer, and so you get a lot of foam, and what that foam does is it protects the beer from oxygen. And so you get a different experience than you would just taking out of a can. Although it's really good out of a can, don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
okay.
However, it's my buddy Eric right there, and he's pouring it, and you see, you want that good amount of head on it, so that head protects the beer from the oxygen.
Okay.
And a lot of people complain, like, well, it's cheaping me out of some beer, but I think it's a 16-ounce glass.
It's a big enough glass,
Yeah, so you
people.
still get
Stop
to 14
complaining.
ounces of beer. So that's
Okay.
the first beer.
Okay,
And again,
cheers.
this is the first one for Equal Parts. So if you ever go out
Thank you.
to
Cheers.
Dyken Park,
Yeah.
do some pre-gaming at Equal Parts. It's right down the road.
So Equal Parts, right off Harrisburg, right? Kind of near the old coffee plant in the east end.
Yeah.
That's also our hood, so you might see Brandon and me there.
Absolutely.
This is really nice.
Yes.
This is nice, and you say it's better than this the way they do it.
Yeah, so go to the brewery and get the
Okay.
full experience of it. It's really, really good.
Okay.
And, although this is really tasty too, but different experience.
Very nice. A Bohemian-style Pilsner.
That's
not
right.
Juan Silver.
Very
Okay.
good.
What do we got next?
Another silver, Shiner Bock.
I love
Who hasn't
Shiner.
had a classic Shiner
Oh my
Bock in a
gosh.
while, right?
Look at that rich color, too.
Yeah.
So where is this beer getting its color from, James?
This is from the amber malts.
Okay.
Okay, so I've seen this beer win so many different awards in so many different categories, sometimes a black lager category, but this one got the Belgian-style table beer, and it's just a classic.
This is my
all around-
go-to.
yeah.
This is always
It's a good
my
Texas
go-to.
beer.
It's in Shiner, Texas. It's like, this is the one for me.
Yeah.
Beers, wings, burgers, like, this is what I'm drinking.
A classic Spetzel Brewery. If you haven't got a chance to go out to see, it's a historical landmark.
It's so pretty, right?
Yeah.
Very drinkable, too.
And,
so 4.4% ABV?
Sure.
So?
Yeah, about that.
Sure. It's low ABV.
It is lower. I went lighter to dark,
Okay.
and higher to, or lower to higher ABV, just
Okay.
because, you know.
Yeah, we're moving on.
We're moving on. All right.
All right.
So next one, silver for the Hadadilla Karbach Brewing Company, which you guys had the Kellebier, which picked up a silver in the opening segment, but this is the Hadadilla, a classic over at Karbach.
Very nice.
And that's actually one not in an IPA category, but an English ale category. So not the English or American IPA.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is just malts and hoppiness.
It's a little bitter, but not.
Yeah, it's bitter, yeah.
But not in a bad way.
No. But this to me is what IPAs used to taste like. because nowadays they're more tropical, more West Coast style. But to me, this is just one of those, kind of takes me back 12 to 13 years ago when I was really getting into craft beer, where you get that pininess from the hops and that maltiness.
A slower sipper. For sure.
But I mean, still, you know, you're gonna have 2 or 3, but make sure you're drinking responsibly. We always promote.
Of course. I like it. I like it slightly bitter.
But yeah,
nice.
But yeah, very cool to see Hadadilla win. Always a classic. Now, I gotta talk about this one, the Perpetual Peace, back-to-back gold this year. We have the. I like how what No Label does is they put their accolades on
right
the
on the
actual
label.
beer can.
Yeah.
So this is a Wee Heavy barreled aged. Now this year was in a whiskey barrel. Last year was in a rye barrel.
This is intense.
Yeah, this is intense. This is something that you're going to slow sipper. 12.3% ABV.
Okay.
But something that, you know, you can have one. You know what? You probably want to share with a friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Barreled age, but again, back-to-back gold.
Why do you
No
think?
Label Brewing Company.
Why do you think it's a back-to-back gold? What is it about? Is it the taste? Is it that they're trying something
It is
different?
dialed. It's dialed in.
Okay.
So whether they're putting in rye barrels or they're putting in whiskey barrels, it's there. It's what the judges are looking for.
Okay.
And it's the best in its category.
You know what this reminds me of, James? Almost like an after dinner. Like this is not something you probably want to be slamming all night long.
No, you're not tailgating.
To me, it's very
you're not
very like
tailgating.
caramelly.
Right.
Yeah. If you have 2 of these, you're going to take a nap. But after a nice meal, maybe with dessert, it definitely has like a richness to it.
Right. And like I said, just drink responsibly, share it with a friend. And
Okay. These were delicious.
Okay.
But I want you to tell people really quickly, because we're almost out of time, why is it so important to support your craft beer?
Okay, so
community?
we're in American Craft Beer Week, and this is a week when you really want to go out and support your local breweries. Numbers have come out from 2024, and they're down. People aren't drinking as much anymore, but these are still small mom and pop breweries that still need to operate. So if you can go out there and buy a 6-pack from the brewery, or maybe a 6-pack from the store, or maybe some merch.
Totally.
Or something that maybe it's free. Just share their content on social media.
Yeah.
If they have an event coming out, share their content. And that's ways you can go out and support them because, yeah, right now it's just a downtime in craft beer. And this is just your way to go out there and support them and help, you know, keep them in business. Keep the lights on.
And they're always there for us. Like
Right.
when we want to stop by, so we want to be there for them. James Simpson, what's